So what has the last week been for you here since it all happened with the draft?
Honestly, not too bad. Just back to my kind of regular training, back at Missouri State, kind of sticking to kind of what has worked for me in the past, just kind of doing my thing. So,
What can you tell us about what happened? I mean, was there a cutoff point? Did you guys have a time, like a round or a pick that you were like, okay, we're not going past this? Like, what's that like for people who don't know?
yeah, so like me being a draft eligible sophomore, it gives me kind of the most leverage in the world, in all honesty, with the draft. So basically, we kind of had a number in mind and had a few offers, just didn't necessarily meet that number that we kind of came together on. So that's kind of what happened, but just wasn't what I wanted, and I think ultimately coming back to the Bears was the best for me.
Now, does that motivate you and drive you to come out and have a great junior season? You know what I mean? Work hard in the off season and prove to everybody that you're deserving of these numbers.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, I mean, having kind of that edge that it gives you, I'm definitely going to train hard. I always do, but definitely maybe a little bit more fire in the tank now.
So does this mean, I want to make sure I have all this right? So junior year, you're going to be in the draft again after your junior year, or do you wait till your senior year? How does that all work?
So I can enter the draft again. I mean, you're kind of always entered in the draft in a way. So I'll enter the draft again, basically, hopefully having a good season and everything with the Bears, hopefully get a championship and everything. But if that were to happen, then it would. So.
And how different looking forward to next year when you got Hawkins as the coach now? Coach G's gone. New leader. I mean, do you step up a little bit? Feel like you take another bit of a leadership role?
I mean, I think that comes kind of with the age. Me going to a junior kind of role. I think I'll have more of a leadership role this year within the team. But then also, with Hawk and everybody else here, I think it's really going to be easy, for me and everybody else to kind of step into that roles. So.
How many teams do you think you talked to, just if you were to guess?
Oh, like throughout the fall and everything?
Oh, just those 2 days, just in the draft.
So I don't do a whole lot of talking. It's more my agency. My advisors. They talk to the teams, and I kind of just talk through my advisors, which really helps me a lot, in all honesty. And they do a great job. They're great guys, and I trust them completely.
Several teams.
I mean, there's probably several teams that called them, but just wasn't really my number. So.
What was it like for you, just personally that day? Was it stressful? Was it, do you remember kind of what you were doing that day up in Lebanon? Can you kind of give us a little bit further?
So I was actually sitting on the porch swing, just kind of outside on the farm, just kind of enjoying it. Actually, I started, when it got late in the draft and I knew I probably wasn't going to get drafted, I started just working on the farm a little bit and just doing that with my grandpa. So.
What about some of the guys that went? Do you feel good for them? Do you feel like, oh man, all right? What's your feeling with that?
Oh yeah, great. Like I texted Loomis and Brant as soon as it happened. Like I texted them like, congrats, super happy for you guys. Go, do your thing. I'm super happy for them and couldn't be more thrilled for their opportunity.
So I don't know if you're allowed to tell us this, but when did you know you weren't going to get picked? You said like there was a time where you just kind of hung out. Like, what round was that? Is that something you could tell us?
I mean, I just got called kind of with the number they kind of wanted to see me at, and I was like, no, I don't want it. So I just, kind of figured bet on myself and go out and ball this year. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
We've heard stories about athletes, maybe hanging something in their locker to remind them of this experience all year long. Are you doing anything like that?
I don't know if I'll do anything like that. It may be more of a foam lock screen type thing, but there might be something.
So wait, what would be on that? Is that like a text message that you're going to keep there? Or what do you think?
I don't know. I may just kind of make notes, just kind of what I need to do better, and I'll do that, make those improvements throughout the year.
And what is that for you? What are the things you're looking to improve this year?
Strikeout rate, improve my body, of course, just kind of everything that goes into a whole year, being older and just kind of improving myself as a whole.
How annoying must it have been on that day with everyone talking to you and like you probably had to tell the same story over and over again? How many people did you have to talk to like that?
Quite a few with friends, family, just all of them kind of reaching out, kind of just ultimately let them know like, this is the best thing for me. Like I'm kind of a guy that whatever is going to happen, and that's what happened obviously. So I think it's the best thing for me. It's all in God's hands. So.
What is the feedback that you got from the scouts throughout this process that you're looking forward to building off of, I guess?
Oh yeah, so I really like the feedback they kind of give me, improving kind of how my routes are in the outfield, just how I am in the outfield overall, improving my body again, and obviously the strikeout rate. Like I want to improve all those three things and make me a better baseball player as a whole, so doing those things.
And I bet talking to Major League teams, that's got to be a pretty unique conversation. Are there Were there certain things that any team said to you that really excited you about how they wanted to use you if they pick you in the future?
So about every team's the same. Like with my kind of profile player, I mean, they're gonna want to use me as kind of a power bat. You know, that's kind of my tool and what they're gonna kind of want to build on, and then obviously build the weaknesses up, of course, with that. So.
You know, coming back, classroom-wise, you get another opportunity to get another year under your belt. What were you doing off the field academically-wise? What are you majoring in, and what are you working toward?
Oh yeah, so my major is ag business and marketing and sales. Obviously with the farm and everything, it's kind of what I enjoy. That's kind of my hobby outside of baseball. But kind of just doing that, taking those ag classes, and obviously doing the best I can in it. So doing those things will obviously translate to on the field too.
Yeah, I mean, you get another year closer to a degree with the tuition and everything taken care of.
100%. That's a very big thing. Obviously, coming back to school another year and you know, getting to improve, obviously, within the baseball side of things too.
I just wanted to know, like, you know, excuse me, what is, looking back on it, I remember talking to you before the whole draft happened. Do you feel better, even though you didn't get picked? Like, I know it's an annoying and negative experience, but do you feel better afterwards? Like, okay, I went through it, and I'm happy with actually waiting to get a better situation next year.
Yeah, I think it can be great for me. Like, honestly, back here, obviously I have Hawk and all this coaching staff here. Like, they're great. They're going to improve me. I'm going to get better. And obviously, you know, kind of the thing I would take into it is, you know, make them pay next year in a way. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to do. And then obviously win a championship with the Bears. That's the goal.
What have you noticed from Joey's, you know, what he's implemented here? Any differences that you can shed a light on for us here?
Oh yeah, you kind of have a little bit of say in like your feeling, like within, you know, hitting or anything in general. You kind of have a say in it, and he's open to hear that and help you out in how you feel in that. So doing those things, and obviously Hawk's a great leader, and I think he's going to do great things here. I actually know he is. So having him as my coach this year is going to be great.